Yeah, YouTubers, you know it's cold when you look at the back of your minivan and it looks like your license plate's been blurred out. Yep, that's what happens when you wake up and it's, see, it was 11 degrees, wind chill -7. Yeah, good times. Let's see what we can get into today. Well, here's a both positive and negative update about my 69 Turbo 400 build. It's completely disassembled, which is a good thing. I didn't find any damage to the case lugs or anything like that. The main snap ring was a really challenging, let's go with really challenging thing to get out, because I don't think I really had the right tool to get it pulled out and up in between the area it had to fit through. Other than that, it was super easy to disassemble this Turbo 400. I do apologize, I didn't get enough of it on video. Apparently extremely cold weather makes iPhones do weird things. Here's some more of the Turbo 400 parts. I try to keep all these things together in little clusters of so that when I go to put it back together, bolts mostly in groups to where I know where to look, if that makes any sense. Because I end up having to move a bunch of the parts, because this is my only workbench for now, and I end up having to do a carburetor rebuild for a customer, and needed the workspace to be able to do that. So I end up just kind of clustering everything as best I could. And move the rest of it over here to a shelf in the garage. Now, some of this in here has some surface rust on it. Like the main, I think it's called the direct drum and all that, has a little bit of external surface rust. But I did see some videos on YouTube talking about how you can get that removed, either through Scotch-Brite cleaning, or they sell a product that'll actually eat the rust off there if you soak it. So that I'm not worried about. I've got a guy that's interested in buying the Mustang 8.8, the 31 spline track lock, and then I've got I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell the extra set of 373 gears, but I want to keep the 327 gears for my own use. Then of course I've got the Mosier ends that go on the Mustang Fox body rear ends that allow you to use the Ford 9-inch axles. So it basically converts you to a C-clip eliminated rear end with 9-inch axles, which is a huge improvement if you're going to be racing. I do apologize, I did not get as much of the Turbo 400 disassembly on video as I wanted to, but I mess everything up, or I end up getting ahead of myself, and then, you know, like I said, I had an issue with the phone not recording when it was supposed to be recording, so that's my fault. I accept all responsibility for that. Also, with that 8.8 Mustang sale, in this box is all the brackets and calipers for disc brakes. So hopefully that'll be gone. I did finally sell the 7.5 10 bolt that was right out here in the grass. Finally got that thing sold. That was a blessing. I was just determined that somebody would want that posi unit and gears, and sure enough, somebody came down from North KC and snagged that up. So here's the first part of my surprise. This is going to be my New Year's Eve surprise to the viewers. So have you ever been on Craigslist or on one of the racing forums, or maybe one of the forums on the Facebook, looking for car parts, looking for a deal? Embedded in a Craigslist ad, 1968 GTO parts, price reduction. So I go into this ad, 0 miles, sorry, I'm out here, I am literally freezing to death, but I couldn't set up my tripod because the hatch on the minivan won't stay open because the supports are too cold. In the ad it says 0 miles, fresh rebuilt turbo 400, brand new B&M torque converter, new in box. Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not? Because I still have my plan to build my 69 short tail 400 I got in the garage to handle big power, but it's going to be a little while before I get to big power with turbos, or turbo. Let's go singular, let's not talk retarded. So I decide that I'm going to drive up to Weston, Missouri, which is about an hour's drive from here, and at least take a look at this. So let me show you what I got here. I apologize, it's not as close to me as I was hoping, but I'm literally freezing my butt off. This thing is a full-on 1968 GTO Turbo 400, fresh rebuilt. That is just the original torque converter that we stuck in the front of the transmission just to make sure no dirt or, you know, nothing could leak out of it, just in case. And the brand new, now it's not as big of a stall converter as I wanted, but it's brand new, never installed B&M Torque Master 2400, which will do perfectly fine with the 4.8 with no turbo. This is how things go for me, where I pick a path, I pick a destination of where I want to get to, and then I turn around and find a deal on something that I just can't pass up. So basically, from this point, we're going to run the BOP Turbo 400 with the brand new B&M stall. We're going to order a block adapter plate for $40 from Speedway. And we're going to also order the little ring that goes between. We're going to order the little adapter ring that goes between the torque converter and the end of the crankshaft. Hold on just a second. Surprise ending to 2017. My main reason for making the decision to buy the already built transmission and new converter was purely financial, and trying to get this stupid Blazer back on the road, because just the torque converter alone for the build I was building on the 69 400 is $350. I ended up picking up that he gave me a $10 discount because of fuel. He said, I'll throw in $10 towards your fuel cost for coming up here, and sold it to me for 340 bucks. So I didn't get him down to 300 like I was trying, but you know, after talking to him and inspecting the unit, it truly is a smoking deal. So basically, I fell into a person that was restoring, or had restored, a 68 GTO up north in Missouri, and he had decided, since it wasn't a full numbers matching restoration, that the car would be far more marketable and bring a little bit more money if it was a 4-speed car. So they went ahead and switched gears and decided to go with the 4-speed on the restoration. Sorry guys, I have definitely figured out that once my iPhone reaches a certain temperature, it literally freezes up and turns itself off. Because just now I was trying to wrap up this video for you so I could get it put up for this New Year's Eve festivities. Sitting around eating pizza and watching movies at my house, because I quit drinking a long time. I was trying to finish the video, had over 63% battery, and all of a sudden the screen just went blurry and the phone shut off. So that's nice to know. iPhones don't do cold weather. Apparently when you get below 0, they're not jiving with that. Basically, disassembling the Turbo 400 is no big deal. I didn't have to have any specialty tool, although I would like to have a screwdriver with a small notch filed into the tip for removing those big snap rings that go into the case. That would be greatly improved if I had had a screwdriver with a little notch to be able to grab it and pull it up. It wasn't particularly hard, you know, just go stage at a time. and it all comes right apart just like in the videos. Of course, you're not going to be disassembling it in 8 minutes like that one YouTube video, but that's neither here nor there. But so going forward, I going to go ahead and with the GTO Turbo 400 with the B&M 2400 stall. I'm going to have to get a new drive shaft. So far, I tentatively have played with the numbers, just using information I found online. I believe at like Summit Racing or JEGS, they give you measurements of different transmissions. I think I'm going to have to switch from a 47-inch drive shaft up to around a 51 or 52-inch drive shaft. So, my friend Richard, he has an I think it's an 04. I want to say it's a 2004 two-wheel drive Trailblazer parts vehicle. That could possibly have the drive shaft I'm going to be able to use after my Turbo 400 swap. I know those vehicles also do come with aluminum drive shafts, because my goal is to find one of those 51 or 52-inch aluminum drive shafts so I can upgrade. So going forward, at the end of 2017, I am not abandoning my Turbo 400 core, because I still want to build it to have a spare to go to whenever I try to build more power with the turbo. But purely for financial reasons and trying to get this stupid thing back on the road, I went ahead and bought that Craigslist score. I'm going to go forward with it. Right now I've got to get a yoke, a transmission cooler, and a shifter, bare minimum. I have to order that BOP to GM block adapter plate from Speedway, and the little ring that goes into your LS crankshaft to adapt to the old school GM torque converter. So those are the big ticket items I have to find before I can go through the installation process, and then we can finalize how long of a drive shaft I'm going to need. Big hurdle for me. I am going to have to bite the bullet, pull the engine back out of the Blazer, cut off those 2.8 frame stands that raise my engine up during the process of switching to a Turbo 400. So yeah, it ended up being a lot bigger project than I was hoping. But if I'm ever going to get this thing done and done right, where I can have the proper driveline angles, I just have to go ahead and bite the bullet and pull the stupid motor out and fix it. So I'm not sure how I'm going to make that happen at this point. I don't really have the shop that I've always had in years past. So I'm going to have to work my way through it. I appreciate you guys watching my channel. I'm sorry that I've been so sick and so neglective lately. I generally intend to make more videos, and I do have small projects that I've been completing, both in my shop and selling parts and whatnot. I just haven't really been making videos, and I'm just going to take full responsibility for that. I don't know why I haven't been more diligent. So 2018 is going to be a fresh year. We're going to make some changes, and we're going to get this thing rolling. As always, man, I really appreciate you guys watching my channel. You know, even at the level it's at now, I've far exceeded every expectation I had when I first started doing this 6 years ago. You know, it turned out just kind of something funny to do and kind of surprise my friends and family and say, hey, I got a YouTube channel. You guys need to check it out. You know, this is something that I really need to take more seriously and try to build some playlists and kind of build the channel and get more viewers and put up some more content. So there's a goal for me for 2018. Hopefully we're going to get some more cool stuff and some workarounds on video, and keep learning together, guys. Like, subscribe, share. Try to get some more people to come over here and check this out, because I enjoy having viewers. I know you guys enjoy watching me screw things up. And maybe together we'll learn how to fix something and go fast. Thanks. You guys be safe. Don't go out and do anything stupid. If you're going to do something stupid, stay at home or stay put. Don't be driving around, because I don't want to lose viewers because you made some bad decisions. God bless you guys. See you in 2018.